Hey YouTube, I just wanted to talk to you guys for a brief minute about everything that's going on in the world. It was actually supposed to be a part of the last video that I just uploaded earlier today, but I have recorded and erased and recorded and erased a couple of different recordings about my thoughts on what's going on. I do want to say that I have um, posted and talked about it on all of my social media platforms, but mainly on my Facebook and my Twitter. And some of them are a lot of retweets, but I took the time to um, just say what I personally thought and what was on my mind. So you can go on there and look and see. Twitter is probably just the link over to my Facebook page. And I also wrote a blog for my, well, the blog started off being for college, but it's kind of both. I do college assignments on it, but I also just blog on there. So I also put my opinions about everything on there as well as along with some book recommendations of books to read. And some of those books I've talked about in the video that I posted, and then some of them I didn't. Um, but also, I'm going to put a link in the description. My church is doing a fundraiser for Standing for Black Lives. Um, and the money will go to the city of Ferguson, Missouri, or county. Is it county? Because it's part of St. Louis County, but it goes back to the community of Ferguson, Missouri. I am, in a sense, you could say I'm from Ferguson, um, but I'm actually from the St. Louis area because I spent a lot of time living in about three parts of St. Louis off and on throughout my childhood, and I work for Ferguson Florissant School District in the Ferguson community. I have family there. I have friends there, friends that I'm still friends with from high school, friends that I just made through church there, family that is dear and near to my heart. So Ferguson means a lot to me. So I don't know, my thoughts. I think everything that's going on is um, needed but not needed. And what I mean by that is I think that this band-aid that has been pulled off again, um, or not band-aid, but this scab that has been pulled off again of a deep wounded, sore, scar, whatever you want to call it, has been reopened and it hurts. It hurts in so many ways that I can't even talk about because I'll just start crying and stop crying and won't be able to stop crying. Um, I think that it's necessary for things to happen, but I do not feel that it is necessary for the vandalism and the looting and the rioting and the burning down of buildings. And my beliefs on that is because I have seen in the live streams and in the news people of black brown color, their businesses that they've put their life savings into are being burned down. I don't think that helps black people at all. I do understand the rage and the frustration, and I understand why people are doing the looting and all that stuff, but for them to also mess up black people's things or black brown people's things, to me, I don't understand that because now they have to start all over again. And those people have worked really, really hard for those businesses, only for them to have to start back over again. Now, my husband is white, my children is biracial. I am not for burning down anyone's things, black, white, brown, orange, anything. But I'm just putting a emphasis on, I really don't understand the burning down of our own cultures. Businesses or, I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it. I get the rage and I get the frustration, but I just don't get it. So, I mean, I don't know if there's any GoFundMe's to help those individuals to get their businesses back up. But I pray that there is, and I'm going to do some Google research to see that there is so that I can donate. I am an educator. I am not a classroom educator. I am an outside of the classroom educator. I teach intervention, small group reading, writing, math, and I help with the ISS room to have in the STAR room in my school, and we have children do like, reflections and stuff. So I don't have money. I mean, we have money, obviously, we're living and we have food and stuff for our kids, and I can, pay for some of my classes to go to college and to finish off my college education. But I don't have a whole lot of money, but the money that I do have, I know that I can donate to getting communities back up and running, even if that's like, $5 or $10. Every little penny counts. Some people will call me cheap and say that I know that they know that I can give more, whatever, but every penny counts. So, that's how I feel. I think I mentioned already that I'll have the link for my church down in the description box to help raise money. Our organization is Standing for Black Lives, and that will go to our Life Arts that is run by two men of color that go to my church. My church is very diverse, but there's a lot of people that work on the project, and the project was they worked with a shirt company that is here in St. Louis to also help with that. And those people are not people of color, but they are dear friends that are, that they employ people of color, and they're just amazing people. I don't know. Everything about what's happening right now is scary. But as I've had a lot of conversations, it's always scary for people of color. We always have to live with this fear. But I do think that it's been awesome to have conversations with people, to suggest books, suggest movies, to suggest them having conversations with other people, because I may not always be the one to explain stuff. Sorry, that was my little man. I can't even remember what I was saying. No, that's what I was saying. Maybe I'm not explaining things good enough for them, and they can better understand from someone else who is better at giving information to people, better at talking or engaging in conversations. But I don't know, because there's so much that people are like, well, this is not enough, this is not enough, this is not enough. I'm a person of color, and I can't tell you what's enough. What will fix the problem, I think, will be, me personally, I don't think it would be a defunding of the police. I would think that it would be better training, because the training that they have now isn't working. It isn't working for anyone. I think they need to take racist people out of the police departments, like restructure it in that way. Have trainings for like empathy and sympathy, to see if people have those qualities, and not just of people that are white, but also people that are of black and brown. And I know this isn't for like all of the police department. I believe like 99% of police are good, and we just got this big 1% that is just not good. But that 1%, or those few bad ones, because I've watched a bunch of videos from other police officers, and those few bad police officers are outshining the good that I have seen personally in other police officers. Now, don't get me wrong, I've seen a lot of bad. My family has been harassed by police in the past. Like, I've seen the bad. But I have family members and friends that are police officers, and they're not all bad. And those few bad really do outshine the good cops, because all people want to see in the media and all where all the ratings and stuff is where the drama is. If we don't watch the dramatic stuff, people probably wouldn't do it. They probably wouldn't. I don't say that the bad stuff doesn't need to be documented or seen, because it does, because otherwise we wouldn't know what to fix, but it's not the only thing that's out there. And I think by the media showing, or at least like the local news people just showing more of the bad stuff and not just like an equal amount or more good stuff than bad stuff, it is like it's reinstilling. I don't even know if that's a word. That's probably not even a word. But it's instilling more fear into people, into white people, to not like want to reach out or change, or or just makes them scared to where they just don't know what to do. And I'm just gathering this from conversations that I've had with people. But the majority of everyone that I know is an ally. I've lost some friends along the way, but I can tell you now that the people that I've lost along the way weren't really friends anyway. So that doesn't matter. The people that are friends, the people that do want change, are still in my life and are still very close to me. And they are of all sorts of ethnicities. They're black, they're white, Indian, Muslim. Like, I don't discriminate. My family of friends and family are very diverse. So I don't know. That's pretty much all I have to say. I don't have a big following on YouTube. That's why it's also taking me so long to put a video out there. I don't know. It's all crazy, and I continue to pray to God that He will give us a deliverance from all of this craziness that's going on. And I pray for the world, not just St. Louis and the place that I live. I pray for the world. I pray for, all of this racism to stop. I know it's not going to stop, but I pray that it is not going to continue to be in our government. The people that run the United States should not be racist. They shouldn't be, because it's just going to keep everybody down. It's going to keep, because what affects black people also affect white people too, and they know it, and it's just going to keep everyone down, and it's going to keep things going the way that it's going now, and that's what we don't want. We want change, and I just want to say thank you too for everyone out there that have been posting positive things that they've seen. Like, yes, we know that the negative things are out there, and we see that the negative things are happening, but thank you for also posting the positive things that have come from this movement. I've seen a unity, all across my Facebook and Twitter feeds, from the positive that is happening within all of this. So, Mom, sorry, that was my son again, the small one. But I mean, honestly, that's really all I have to say about this. I will try to link the description to the fundraiser down at the bottom. I think this is the third time I've said that. I will... No, my other videos are... my other video is already up of book recommendations. You can go to my Twitter page and see my blog posts, and my link that goes over to my Facebook page if you want any other details of how I'm feeling. The things that I am doing, my book lists have always been diverse, I feel. Probably not as diverse as they could be, but they are diverse. So I am probably just going to add more diversity to my books, read more by Black authors, and brown authors, Black brown authors. I will continue to have conversations that I've been having, and going to two protests actually. One for my church that my church is organized, and another one that my school district has organized. So that's going to be something that I do as far as the protesting. I just shared what I'm going to do as far as my reading. I'm continuing to have conversations. I am continuing to educate myself on things that I have probably known but didn't know in detail because, reading history doesn't stick with me. Watching videos, it sticks with me if I'm up and moving around as I'm reading, as long as the book doesn't read as a text. Things stick with me, so I'm finding different sources to even educate myself because I am not even aware of everything that the government entails with the systematic oppression. I have a very general overview of what's going on, but I couldn't give you very vivid points and descriptions because remembering laws, which is remembering numbers and remembering like the one or two differences within each like section of a law, those things I have hard trouble with. I have resources. I write down things and keep them as resources and keep those things on me so that way when I'm ever in a future conversation I can pull those out. But I still need to I learned on repetition as well. I'm a slower reader than most 32-year-olds. So I have to read things a couple times in order to get it. So repetition will help me in this to remember things, to have better conversations. Um, I am donating to the organization that's going to help with the Ferguson community that I absolutely adore. I know that there's probably other things out there that can be donated to, but I don't get paid over the summertime because as an educator, we don't get paid over the summer. So I got to try to figure out something to do to, help my husband with income over the summer. So I'm not sure how much more I'll be able to donate, but I'll be able to donate something to somewhere. Um, so those are the things that I'm doing. Um, so yeah, this was my 17-minute and something video that was only supposed to be about 5 minutes. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you need to have more conversations with me or ask me anything, you can comment down in the comment section. But those are my thoughts. So, peace.